Hey there everyone, it's Moose and thank you so much for joining me back here. This is just going to be more of like a casual, chit-chatty, quick update video because some things have, been going on that will affect the channel that I just feel like I should mention. Quite honestly, that I just, give you a reading update, I guess, since this is a booktube channel. First of all, I'm on my bed. I never record in here, but this is my room. And our bed is on the floor right now because we ordered a bedroom set and our nightstands and our dresser came, but our bed has not come yet. And we needed to make room for all that stuff. So our bed frame is gone. Our mattress and box springs are on the floor. That's okay. The big thing that I really just needed to get out there, I guess, is that I am pregnant again. Baby number 2, not 4, baby number 2 is in my belly. And I am 20 weeks, so I am halfway there and starting to show. I started showing weeks ago, actually. I feel like I showed a lot sooner with this one than I did with my first one, which is normal. But I do feel bigger at this point than I was, previously. So yeah, I'm 20 weeks. I have my anatomy scan Friday. Today is currently Wednesday. So by the time you see this, we will have had our anatomy scan, praying that everything looks okay and baby is healthy and on track and normal and, everything's developing the way it should be. So yeah, 20 weeks, anatomy scan, halfway there. We're not finding out the gender this time. We found out with Sam. We found out that he was a boy, but we want this one to be more of a surprise. So yeah, if we can hold out, we don't want to know. We want to we want to let it be a surprise. This pregnancy so far has been, second trimester has been pretty similar to what it was with my first baby, but the first trimester was very different. With Sam, I stayed sick like every single day, and like, not to get like too TMI, but when I say sick, I mean physically sick almost every day. With this one, I stayed nauseous almost every day, but I only got sick a handful of times. It was way different. I don't know if it's because I was distracted. I was doing my student teaching and stuff during my first trimester, so I was a little more distracted and didn't really have time to sit and think about how terrible I felt. Whereas with Sam, Ethan was gone. Ethan was not home for my first or most of my second trimester. So I was home by myself. I don't live near my family. So it was just me. And I was doing school, but I was doing school from home. So I was literally just home, and I could think about how terrible I felt all the time. With this one, I've been a little bit more distracted, and Sam, of course, distracts me from this as well, to the point where sometimes I kind of forget I'm pregnant. I'm kind of getting past that a little bit as baby gets bigger and starts moving and all that stuff. I do feel baby move now, thankfully. But yeah, before I could feel the baby moving, and like when I didn't show as much, it was kind of easy to just forget I was pregnant sometimes, especially after I got over the nausea and stuff, just because life stays busy, you don't really have time to sit down and think about it as much as you do with your first baby, because the baby you've already had is keeping you busy, so you kind of forget about the one growing in here. But yeah, I am due December 1st is my due date. Sam came about a week and a half early. My due date was April 7th with him, and he was born on March 27th. So he was a little early. Not like considered early, but concerning my due date, he was early. So I'm really anticipating having a November baby, like a Thanksgiving baby maybe. That would honestly be ideal, because by the time you reach that last month, you're ready to get it out of here. So yeah, I'm hoping for a November baby, but as long as baby's healthy, I don't care. Yeah, I plan to be natural this time, just like I was with Sam. And unless something goes wrong. I'm not against epidurals. I'm not shaming anyone who gets them. I am personally so afraid of needles that the thought of one like that big one in my spine freaks me out more than the thought of just enduring labor pains. So my strategy with Sam when it came to IVs, because you have to get it, well, you don't have to, I don't guess, but it's customary to get an IV when you're delivering your baby. My strategy was to labor at home for as long as I could. That way when I went to the hospital, I would be in so much pain and just so distracted by what was going on that I wouldn't pay attention to them putting the IV in me. And it worked. Let me just say that. So that's my plan for this one too. I was 6 centimeters already when I showed up to the hospital with Sam. Very smooth labor, textbook labor. It was, honestly, it was great. Not fun, but I'm very thankful for the labor I had, especially considering Sam was my first baby. So I'm hopeful that this one will go just as well. I'm hopeful. I know it doesn't always work out that way. Women have smooth pregnancies and then, later on they have complications. I'm praying that we don't have any complications. So far, everything's good. I'm healthy, baby's healthy so far. Again, we have an appointment in like 2 days to figure out and make sure everything's okay. But for now, everything's great. So yeah, I just wanted to let that be known. Kind of explains why I was so tired and stuff in some of my earlier vlogs and videos and that kind of stuff. I feel great now. I'm in my 2nd trimester, halfway there. I feel great. Yeah, so here's, I don't know if this will work out like this, but here's the baby. It's getting big. It's getting big. I can kind of suck in a little bit. I was smaller than this before I got pregnant, just for reference. So yeah, there's baby. My belly button's already popping with this one. It took, I think, until the 3rd trimester with Sam. But no, it's a baby. Yep. It's a baby, and I'm thankful for it. Otherwise, I really don't know what to say. We have picked out a girl name. We haven't picked out a boy name yet. I don't know. I don't know. There are so many different boy names that me and Ethan can't decide on one together. I really love the name. I can tell it because we're never going to use it. We're not one of those couples that like keep our name a secret or anything like that. But I really love the name Levi Daniel. I love that name. Even just Daniel, I really like that name. But I wouldn't want people to call my son Danny. I don't like that nickname. So no offense to anyone named Danny or anything like that. I'm just not a huge fan of it. But I do love the name Daniel. I also really like the name Dane, and I've told Ethan that I might want to use that name as like a middle name for our son. We haven't settled on a first name if it's a boy. If it's a girl, we want to name her Elowen Kay. Elowen just because I think it's pretty. I think it's such a beautiful name. Maybe call her Ellie. I said we could call her either Ellie or Winnie for, Elowen. It ends in the Win. It could be Winnie or Ellie. Ethan liked Ellie better. So if it's a girl, it'll be Elowen Kay. We'll probably call her Ellie. Kay is after my mom. Kay is my mom's middle name. And then, like I say, if it's a boy, I don't know. I don't know what it'll be. We haven't settled on a boy name yet. Sam is still too young to know what's going on. He has been discovering body parts though, so he'll point at his eye. He knows what his eyes are. He likes to play with noses and mouth, and he knows where a belly button is. I think he calls it a bubba, but he'll point at your belly and go bubba, and he'll want you to like lift up your shirt and show you his belly button. So he has been playing with my belly button, and I think he notices that it's different than Dad's because it is like poking out a little bit, and Ethan's doesn't do that. It's funny to have another baby while you're pregnant. It's a lot different this time around. I'm very excited and also kind of anxious and nervous to see how Sam reacts to the new baby. We have had a bunch of new babies in our family pop up recently. We have a new nephew. My best friend just had a baby, and whenever we've gone to meet them and I've held the babies, Sam did not like it. He got very jealous and did not really want me holding the babies. So I'm really afraid that he's gonna get super jealous whenever the new baby gets here. But you know, that's expected. He'll have to get used to it. So yeah, I'm nervous about that. But otherwise, I'm excited. And I'm feeling so blessed. Reading, because this is a booktube channel. Ethan just got home a couple weeks ago, so I haven't been reading as much lately because he's been home, and he was home. He was kind of on vacation. He went back to work this week, so I wasn't reading as much. I did start the second book in the Throne of Glass series, Crown of Midnight. I don't know. I got an itching, and I was like, you know what? I didn't care much for the first book, but people say it gets better, so I started reading it. I already like the second book better. It's not bad. I'm about a fourth of the way through it. There's like it's upper 400s pages on the copy I'm reading. I'm reading the copy on Scribd. Sorry, my pants are digging into my belly now. So yeah, it's about, 500 pages, 480 some, 490 some on Scribd. I'm on page like 150-ish, maybe, something like that. So I am reading that one. I read Serpent and Dove on Scribd as well. I listened to that one on audiobook. It was great. I didn't really go into it with a lot of expectations. I was a little scared to read it because everyone hyped it up here on BookTube. It's one of those books that BookTube made me read, I guess, just because of how much everybody was talking about it. But it was fine. It was good. Is it my new favorite book? No, but it was good. I did start listening to the second one. What is it? Blood and Honey? Honey and Blood? Blood and Honey, I think is the name of it. But then my hold for The Cruel Prince became available on Libby. So I am listening to that on audiobook right now. So yeah, kind of 3 books. I've kind of put Blood and Honey on hold since The Cruel Prince is available. I have read that series before, but I want to reread it. I read it physically the first time. I'm listening to them this time. So, Crown of Midnight, The Cruel Prince. Majority of my reading right now. Ethan and I read the Bible every night. We are currently reading through Luke. I think that's about it. So far, I'm still ahead of my goal. My goal is 60 for the year. I'm at like 40 some, 42 maybe, something like that. I haven't checked on it recently because, like I say, I haven't been reading recently. But yeah, doing good. Okay, it's Monday. I think I recorded the last clip on like a Wednesday or something. And we found out what we're having because we broke and we couldn't not find out while we were there. So we're having a baby girl, and I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited. We went and bought some like PJs and stuff. We have some gender neutral stuff left over from when Sam was a baby. But we went and just looked, right? Because we still have a bit to like get some clothes and stuff. But Ethan picked out some outfits and like put some together himself that he's so proud of, and he's so excited, and I'm so excited, and we're excited. We're having a baby girl. Here's the belly standing up, I guess. Hold on. There we go. There's the belly standing up. I will be 21 weeks tomorrow. My rollover days are Tuesday. So there we go. I still have my stretch marks from Sam, but that's okay. I don't care. So yeah, just thought I would put that in there. So yeah, there's a little life update with a little bit of a reading update. It's a little bit. I don't know. We're not. I didn't want to make like a big deal about the pregnancy because we're not really making a big deal about it in real life. Not that we're not thankful for this baby. We wanted this baby. We prayed for this baby. We're so blessed to have this baby. But I don't know. We're kind of private people. We don't really share a whole lot about our lives on social media. So we haven't even made like a social media announcement post or anything like that, like on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. We told the people that need to know. We told our families and our close friends. And if other people find out, that's fine, but we're not making a big deal about it. But like I say, it will affect my channel, so I wanted to let you know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe down below and leave a comment. You guys are awesome. I'm so thankful for you. And we'll be back here next time, guys. See ya.